Friends, good evening and welcome to the official launch of Towards Belief. My name is Lee Hatcher and it's my great honour to be your MC tonight. I actually thought before, I don't know why Carl's asked me to do this because he's one of the best MCs going, but anyhow, it's a great honour to be involved in this. Towards Belief is a project of clarity, of courage and of great faith. It's also been, and I hope you capture a sense of this tonight, a costly project in numbers of ways to get to tonight. We thought we'd kick off tonight by giving you a taste of some of Towards Belief.
The basis for this morning's material actually came when we asked what were the 10 top blockers. I'm the senior pastor of Gymea Baptist Church. It's in the southern suburbs of Sydney. Gymea is the name of the suburb. I do what most pastors do. I preach regularly on a Sunday. I look after the church and lead the ministry of the church. We've tended to think, okay, we've got to answer questions like, can you believe the Bible? Or what about Jesus? Was he a person that we can trust? What we want to try and do is to help people overcome what blocks them from faith. There's the kind of antagonistic group, the militant atheist group. There's the people who are just disengaged, they don't think about it at all. There's obviously those who believe and come to church, but then there's a group of people, and our research showed there's 25% of Australians who actually are not negative, they're quite open, but there's just something blocking them taking further steps in belief. I don't know that we can actually give crisp, watertight, no response answers. For these issues, I'm not sure you can do that. My hope is that a genuinely open-minded person who has key issues of faith and belief can actually watch the series and get to the end and go, it is reasonable to be someone who believes in the supernatural, who believes in God, and may want to consider what that will mean for their life. Christian faith is being questioned across the Western world. The church is believed to be dying, obsolete. Join us as we take you on a journey to speak with Christian thinkers who diffuse the belief blockers of our time.
Carl, can I ask you what influenced you in coming up with this idea of Towards Belief?
I actually talk about this at the beginning of the science episode, and a number of people know this, but I was watching Q&A in the kind of first third, I don't know the date, of 2011. Dawkins was on, Richard Dawkins. He was asked the classic question, why are you so uptight about religion? Why are you so angry about people of faith and belief? Why can't you just allow religion and science to stand alongside each other? It was a question from the floor, pretty reasonable question. And his answer was really direct and short, and it was basically because it's not true. And as somebody watching it, I'm like, I know it's true, I believe it's true, and I believe that it's reasonable to hold these views. And so the trouble is that there's this kind of disconnect in the community where we all, for those of us who are people of faith, we know that that's true, but there's this vast group of people who just write it off as stupidity, lack of reason, and follow like sheep, basically, people like Dawkins and Hitchens and Krauss and others. And it's really a way of how do we answer that? And that was really my motivation, to find a way to answer that question in a reasonable way that people will watch, connect to, and to shift their thinking. Tonight was fantastic. After working on something for such a long time, to actually sit and watch with other people in a public venue is a fantastic feeling, and the sense of this is the right thing at the right time. So yeah, great sense.
Where to now? What's the next step there?
The key is to get as many people to watch it as possible, and I guess that occurs in a number of different ways. I mean, one is broadcasting, one is to encourage churches to use it. One of the ways of doing that is to actually run seminars, which we're starting to do. So we'll do seminars coming up in Tasmania and in Western Australia. And then there's that piece of, so what other environments, university environment, school environment, what do we need to do to kind of get it into those environments? So they're the next pieces.